I'm Smokin' Joe, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to take it back to the old traditions that I came from, and we are going to make some fumare Giuseppe shrimp fra Diavlo. And what that means is Smokin' Joe's shrimp fra Diavlo, or fire of the devil in Italian. Over a medium heat, you want to start getting your saucepan nice and hot. You're going to start off with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Remember, hot pan, cold oil. We're going to add our garlic next. And we're going to start to saute our garlic a little bit. Next, we're going to add in our butter. Now, as this all begins to melt down nicely, the garlic begins to start to simmer and it will start to brown up nicely. We're going to add just a pinch or 2 of some basil. Pinch or 2 of some oregano. Again, we're going to start to stir this all up. Let all the flavors begin to blend in together into the butter and into the olive oil. And as you can see, that's starting to simmer up nicely. Now we're going to add about 1/4 cup of white wine. And to this we're going to add our pound of shrimp. Shrimp is a delicate shellfish. You got to be careful when you're cooking it. You don't want to overcook the shrimp. It gets very tough. So we're going to cook it for about 1 minute on one side. And then we're going to flip it over and we will cook it on the second side. We're going to flip it over, cook it on its other side, again, for about 1.5 minutes. As you can see, that's about the color that we're starting to get now. That nice pink color. That's what we're looking for. We're able to smell this on YouTube instead of just being able to watch it, because what I'm smelling right now is pure heaven. Started our pasta water boil. Add some olive oil, and the olive oil will help everything separate so that the pasta doesn't stick together. As you can see, our shrimp is now a nice pink throughout. It's opened up, kind of a little like flowers. And at this point, our shrimp are done. Right now, we're going to pull our shrimp out. We're going to set them aside and reserve everything. In the same pan, we're going to start our sauce up. This way we've retained all the flavors and all the goodness that's already in it. I'm going to lower the temperature all the way down to low. And I'm just going to start to simmer up the sauce. You have to remember that this pan is still pretty hot. I didn't want to add the cold sauce into the nice hot shrimp, so they're going to sit for a couple of minutes, but they will stay nice and warm. Now that our sauce is simmering, we're going to take our most favorite ingredient, which is Smokin' Joe's Cajun barbecue sauce. We're going to add approximately 4 to 5 ounces. We're going to stir that into the sauce. You have to remember that Smokin' Joe's is a food enhancer. It's not just a hot sauce, it's not just a Cajun barbecue sauce, it is a food enhancer. I've developed Smokin' Joe's to work with food and for food to work with Smokin' Joe's so that you could taste the food, you have the texture of the food, and you could also taste the essence of Smokin' Joe's. There's nothing I hate worse than just biting into something and just tasting hot sauce. Well, I might as well put that on sawdust. I might as well put it onto a piece of cardboard, because all I'm doing is changing the texture in my mouth, and I'm not changing the taste of the hot sauce. What Smokin' Joe's does is it enhances the flavor of the food that you love to cook with. So we're going to bring this up to a nice smooth simmer once again. And again, try it out. If you want a little more Smokin' Joe's, add a little more Smokin' Joe's. You want to add a whole 8-ounce bottle? Add a whole 8-ounce bottle. You want to cook it all with 16 to 32 ounces of Smokin' Joe's? Then cook it with 16 to 32 ounces of Smokin' Joe's. It's up to you. None of this has been written in. As our sauce is beginning to heat up to a simmer, I'm going to strain out our fettuccine that I have over here. Now you could use fettuccine, linguine, angel hair. It doesn't make a difference. Spaghetti, spaghettini. You cook with what you want to cook with. There are no rules in Smokin' Joe's kitchen. Just that you enjoy it, you share it with your friends. Good food, good friends, good times. Smokin' Joe's. Make sure that you drain and strain your pasta very well. You don't want to have water or starchy water mixing in with your sauces and all of those flavors. I've cooked the pasta al dente, and I like to split my meals up into 2 large serving bowls. And the reason I like to do that is because we serve family style at Smokin' Joe's. Usually the table is so large and there's so many people that if you just have 1 serving platter going around the table, the last person isn't going to get as much as they would like. Ready? Yep. Alright, now that our Smokin' Joe's is simmering nicely, we're now going to add the shrimp. We're going to turn off the heat with all of that nice sauce, the garlic, the butter, the wine, and naturally Smokin' Joe's. We're going to add all of that in, blend all of these flavors together. Oh boy, I wish you could smell what this smells like. This is just wonderful stuff. We wanted to make sure to retain our shrimp off to the side because, as you know, and as I've already said, you don't want to overcook the shrimp. So bringing the shrimp into the sauce at this point, it's going to pick up all of the flavors of the sauce, but it's not going to continue to cook in with the sauce. Now we just begin to ladle evenly, of course, because we don't want some people on one end of the table complaining that the people on the other side of the table got more of something or less of something. So we try to split everything up as evenly as possible. This will feed in between 4 to 6 people. Everybody's going to get a nice helping of shrimp, nice helping of pasta, and of course, a nice helping of Smokin Joe's Fra Diavlo. Now, just for some presentation, we're going to take some of our fresh parsley and we're just going to sprinkle it. And there you have it, Fumare Giuseppe Shrimp Fra Diavlo, or Smokin Joe's Shrimp Fra Diavlo. And to Michael up in Monroe, New York, who likes to put Smokin Joe's on his corn on the cob, thank you very much for the idea. Please keep sending those ideas in to Smokin Joe's at www.smokinjoessauces.com. And thank you once again for visiting me, Smokin Joe, in my kitchen.